So I'm sorry for the bad quality video. I'm not sure how the iPhone records it, but the car just left me stranded. Right now it just randomly just turned off for no reason. So, yep.
They want the best of me now. They want the best of me now.
Literally just recorded a whole video, but it was on time lapse. Oh my god, I haven't used this thing in so long. I didn't even know about this update. Look at that. I had it right here the whole time. Alright guys, just finished washing up the car, cleaned up pretty well. Let's go ahead and head on to our next spot. I actually got to go ahead and pick up lunch. Cane's is sounding pretty good about now. So like I was saying, I basically wasn't saying anything. You know why? Because my video was not even recording, so dumb mistake by me, right? The main issue I've been having with this car is electrical, okay? So here's what happened. The other day I was driving the car to work after not driving it for so long. Since the car doesn't have AC, so I decided to take this car because me and my girlfriend work together. So went ahead, took the car, on my way to work, no issues whatsoever. Everything was fine. So the battery and brake light come on as soon as I pull up to work. What happens next? I just turn off the car, try to crank it back up, dead. No power to anything, completely dead. I could push the alarm, nothing. So I was already at work, you know what I said, I'm just gonna head into work, worry about it after I come out of work, and hopefully somebody can just give me a jump and I can get back home. Went ahead, worked my 4-hour shift, went back outside. Come outside, I actually told my manager, I said, hey man, you might have to give me a jump before I go home. He's like, yeah, that's cool. So as I'm waiting there, I'm actually just, you know, getting the idea, hey, let me just try to crank it up and see what happens. Long story short, turn back on like nothing. It was kind of upsetting at the same time. I was kind of confused because the car was completely dead 4 hours ago. Get out of work, the car's fine. So I started driving the car home and I was like, okay, well, let me just keep an eye on it, turn off all the electronics that I don't need and just see what happens. 5 minutes from home, same thing happens again. Battery and brake light turn on. I'm driving home, as soon as I get to my house, I park the car, turn it off, okay, and I was like, okay, let me crank it back up. So I decided to crank it back up, completely dead again. We left the car there for a good while. This was actually the week before WECFest. So that was October, maybe 13, 12, or somewhere around those lines. Went ahead, just, you know what, left the car there, headed out to WECFest. I'm actually gonna have another video talking about my G37 and all the stuff that happened with that car. But that's gonna be for the next video after this one. Hold on. All right, we're back. Okay. So left the car there for 2 to 3 days, or 4 days. I'm not even aware, you know, it was so far back. Come back from WECFest, turn on the car turns on. No issues whatsoever. This was throwing me off. It's like, what's going on with this car? Brand new battery, brand new alternator. We did change out some of the wires that were giving grounds and power to the battery and the alternator. So this is what's throwing me off. You know, I changed out all these parts, so the car should have good power all the time, right? I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, well, it's probably the wires. You probably changed them wrong, or, you know, they're not making good contact. But let's be real, if it's brand new wires and I just barely hooked them up, they should be fine. The car was having this issue way before the brand new wires were installed. So this is what's throwing me off. As of right now, like, I'm driving this car fine and nothing's happening to it. It's not wanting to shut off. I've turned it on and off and it's fine. It's the confusing part because I've talked to a couple of you guys. Some of you guys said it might be a harness that's going out. It might be a short in one of the harnesses. But which harness is it? Because look, there's this one thing that's been happening for probably over a year or so. The windshield wipers right now, they turn on, but there's times when they don't turn on at all. It's not just that, it's like windshield wipers don't turn on, the radio won't work. I am narrowing it down to maybe it is some type of harness, maybe it's not, maybe it's coming from somewhere else. Maybe the car is drawing too much power from one thing and it's making the car lose power over time. I did talk to some of y'all and y'all said that it might be the AC compressor. During the times that those things happen where the, you know, the battery light and brake light came on and the car shut off right, and the car had no power right after I turned it off, I was never using the AC, it was off. So that's also another thing that makes me wonder, like, what's going on with this car? If any of y'all have any input on this, please let me know in the comments down below. It's getting very frustrating to own this car, but I do love driving this car because it's quite comfortable just to drive, to have an automatic daily. Hold on just a second.
Hey, wants a ticket today?
Yeah, can I get a box combo, no coleslaw, extra toast, and a lemonade? That's it.
Alright, box up Fox and Toasty Lemonade, 867, last window, thank you.
Alright, thank you. Well guys, here's the car. She cleans up pretty well. I ain't gonna lie, I miss driving it, but I gotta get this issue solved. So if any of y'all are aware of what's going on with this car, please comment in the comments down below. It will be very helpful. I am trying to keep it a little bit longer. Being that I'm having a family pretty soon, it is actually pushing me to get something else. I've actually talked to a couple of you guys that drive G20s, and y'all told me, you know what, if you're having all these issues, I feel your pain, you know, maybe it's time to get rid of it and get something newer. The cars that I've been considering are maybe a Honda, even though I know a lot of y'all are Nissan and Infiniti enthusiasts, but you know, it's a move I have to make. Also, my G is right over here. I'm gonna have another video talking about this car and what happened during that whole Week Fest thing, or Wet Fest. I have not done much to it, it still sits the same. I am trying to get back into the whole vlogging thing. Even if I just hit you guys with update videos, I think it's better than just to not even post nothing. That's one of the reasons why I haven't done anything. I talked about getting test pipes, and in a new video talking about what happened with this car, I'm gonna talk about the reason why I haven't bought test pipes just yet. So, with that being said guys, I hope you do like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
I'ma blow up. Yeah.